Link for the Zoom's up. If anybody wants to come in, you can join the Zoom. Yeah, you can open up your cams, open up your mics if you want to, but you don't have to. Let's see here. Who do we have here? What up, Jay? I think you're the only mod on here. Ignacio, Jack Cameron. What's the deal, Jack? Welcome, welcome, welcome. How's cooking some burgers on the fire pit? Or is that a grill? Oh, it's a grill. All right. Grill / fire pit. Nice. Oh, I gotta turn this down. I got the History Channel on here. The food that built America. Burgers, bitch. Look at Bowser. Oh shit.
Hello. How are we all?
Hello, hello, hello. Who's there?
That's Jack.
What up, Jack? Hold on, let me put. Typically, I could tell. I can't tell at the moment.
Can't tell what?
I said typically I could tell who it is, but I couldn't tell right now. I have, because I can tell by whose mics are open. Right, so I could tell who's chatting, who's not.
Who's who?
Yeah. Oh shit, there's another mod. Baklat, isn't it a holiday tomorrow? Yes, it is a holiday tomorrow, bank holiday. That's why there's no New York session stream. But guess what? There's no holiday in Asia. They don't know what the fuck today is. So we are going to trade. See? Nothing. And then when we go to tomorrow, bank holiday, bank holiday, bank holiday, French, German, USD, and then the Asia pairs are open. So we'll be live tomorrow evening as well. All right. Daily close bull, but where did daily close bull? Daily close bull respecting resistance here, depending which one or how you draw it, but respecting most recent and respecting the overall here. And it closed bullish at a support. Very interesting. So I think we could range for the session, honestly. It's the way it's printed.
Again?
Yeah, oh, not again. Typically,
It looks like that.
Something, in all of quarter 4, we had the pullback printed right before Asian session, like the daily, like 2 p.m. to like 8, it would pull back, and like then we had the drives. But right now, it's kind of been this. Well, we'll see. Let's see what happens. We're stuck in a range right now. Look, because I think we can flip bullish on the daily, but if the daily closes bearish below 1940.158 today,
yeah, we're carrying on down, aren't we?
Top wick, and then we're heading down to mirror all of this to the left, right? There's a whole lot of range here. We're gonna mirror all of this. That's 1940 to 19. That's 200 pips here. That's even more, 250 pips. So if we close bearish today, tomorrow's going to be an aggro day. If we close bearish below this area, 1940.
Well, if it's only Asian and Asian, something might happen tomorrow night, surely. If everything else is closed.
Ranging throughout the whole day, being closed, the market being closed for the whole day, maybe something will pull or push. All right, the 4 hour broke the previous 4 hour low. Not that up wick yet. Driving down here. Hourly's driving down. Let's see where we can take advantage of it on the 5.
Oh yeah, it's just breaking out down the bottom.
It's breaking out, and this is, I guess you could consider this a range 2 breakout on 5, right?
Yeah, I've been looking at that since it opened, but I was waiting to see sort of how it formed out.
Let's see. Right.
Yeah, that previous hourly closed pretty bearish, didn't it? No, sorry, the current one. It looks good already.
Well, it's got to close. We can reject here. I think we're gonna have sells here below 19, below this area. Yeah, like it below here. Below 1941.663. We might have them sooner depending on how the hourly closes, because I like this whole range here, right? From, let's say, roughly. Yeah. Like this whole area below here, but let's see, how many pips is that? It's only 10 pips, right? So I think we can wait 10 pips and get better sells below here.
Might be coming right up for all we know.
Yeah, we should drive from this area if we close below. Let's get 25 pips here. And buys, where are we going to look for buys? We would need the daily, the 4 hour to flip. Yeah. We can start looking for buys.
Even 47 don't look too bad, does it? Just above that next little bit.
Yeah, 47, because it's a bullish day. If we get up here, that means the daily will flip, right? Because I don't mind taking buys above this area. If we get up there, it depends how we get up there. We might have them off the rip, but the daily should flip at that point, right? Yeah, this is our daily.
And if
So the daily will be bullish, filling the daily wick up at that point. And the 4 hour, everything will be bullish. Everything will be in our direction here. Yeah, the 4 hour will break the previous 4 hour at this level.
Yeah, and that'll just be a bit of a pullback.
Yeah. For now, it's a good area. The question is here on the 5, because let's see. I believe if we close is about if it does drive above 1947, right? It's 1947.5 here. I think if it gets above there, it's not gonna wait. It's just gonna fill the range to 1950.
What's you see when you have like a bit of traffic on the left, occasionally it does fly through, but not all the time. Do you ever see any nuances in there?
Because of this, look, because of this, all of this that happened here.
Yeah.
All that play, I think this drive down cleared it out. All these orders. That's why I think if we come up here again, we'll drive through here.
It'll do the same.
Just like it did here, because we cleared all these orders out. But I gotta be diligent and still pay attention to the fact that there is play here. It might not have, so I'd rather, if we do come up above here, I'd rather have a bottom wick. And if we, right, if we just, like I said, it might just fill this range straight through. And if it does fill the range straight through, like we were expecting, then we'll take buys up to this area.
So you're sort of basing the push off of that other bearish candle that flew all the way through initially.
Yeah, I think we'll drive through here. Like as soon as we get up here, I don't think we'll find play. I think we'll drive through here, and then as we come back down, it'll play around and
for the next bit up. Yeah.
Yeah, and then we'll have the same thing. We're gonna have this drive just it's gonna come down a little and then drive straight up. I think both drives up are gonna be clean. It's just what I've seen the market do before. It sees drives through here, orders built up, and then it cleared them all out.
Didn't hang about there for too long.
That's what we're gonna look for here, and for now we're just ranging. It's crazy, chat. Or guys. Oh, hold on. Falcon, and then Shafiq, Sharafeddin. Damn, you got your whole government on here. information. Dan, what's up, everybody? So, yeah, drop a like if you're on the YouTube side as well, by the way. Yeah, let's see. We might have some. Was he shown? It might range in this overall range, the higher time frame range, but we can play the range here. Let's see how we close here. At Zoom door, yes.
You been up to much on the weekend?
I've been up all week. I just came back from the movies. Like, well, I was out of the movies like 3 hours ago, but then we went to like some party. I don't know. I went to see The Little Mermaid. My kids.
I bet you chose that, didn't you?
Yeah. They wanted to see Transformers. I was like, nope, Little Mermaid. I've been waiting on this since I was 10. Man, I picked a good-looking chick for a mermaid. So yeah, I didn't even get to smoke all day. I smoked in the morning.
That's no good. You got to make up for it now then.
I was gonna smoke right now as I was hopping on, but like, I was late. We were at a party, and we left the party at like 7:10. And my kids didn't want to go. It was like a kids' pool party. I had to drag them out of there. They were crying the whole way back.
I've got to get back for the fucking stream.
No, I made this commitment. Plus, they all knew when we were going there. I was like, look, we're only going to this. It's like a 40-minute drive back. It's not like it was around the corner, so.
But you made it, so it's all good.
Yeah, I made it. Now I just gotta. As I was hopping, I turned the stream on, rolled the J, and now I'm just. All I gotta do is smoke it. Yep.
Oh, sorry. Can you hear the can you hear the washing machine going on my mic the whole time?
Nope, can't hear nothing.
Okay, good. Sorry, if it does, just let me know.
We'll mute you if anything. Yeah, you got pretty good noise canceling mic over there, whatever you're using.
Shitty old Turtle Beaches.
Harley's got a top wick here. We want this 30 or the 15 to give us a top wick after closing below here.
Where was you looking? About 41.7 roughly.
Top wick.
Oh, there.
Higher time frame. Let's see. This, I think, this area around 42, 43. Because we want this liquidity here to drive to here.
Mm-hmm.
We get a closure like this below here. We want to come back up to here. Right? Get a closure like this. Want to come back up to these areas. And then drive down to these areas. That's what the hourly ranges look like, right? But we're on the 5, so we're gonna try to take advantage of those ranges on a 5. So if we do get a closure below 941358, it's not off the rip. Well, let's come back up to 42, 43. Hey, maybe this would be a good idea here too, if we can grab liquidity for this candle somewhere in this area. And then we come back down here. We'll be off.
That match up nice, wouldn't it, as well?
Yeah.
With the hourly.
And that's what you want. You want the hourly, 30, the the higher and the smaller time frames. You want them matching up.
And it'd also tap into
that's when you have
sort of.
Yeah, you'll grab the liquidity. You'll also have more confirmation that now you can drive instead of rejecting to go back up and grab liquidity. And then you know what your range is, how far you can head down. And we can head all the way down here, 37 areas, 38, 37. With 39, 40 being our advantage, where we can start managing risk. Donate your car today. 1877 cars for kids. It's a catchy ass jingle they got going. Donate your car today. Having the 15 closer. Give me a second. I gotta open up the doors in my office. Oh, another L today. I took a L. You guys can't see it, but I burnt off my eyelashes.
What, did you get a big flame out your lighter?
I borrowed somebody's lighter today. And for what fucking reason does anyone need to have their lighter set on fucking...
On the max.
Flamethrower mode? Like, how the fuck you put your lighter in flamethrower mode? Like, I went... And my whole shit went on fire. Yo, I literally have no eyelashes. That's crazy. But the thing is, I burnt off my eyelashes before. And, like, they grow back. It's going to take a few weeks.
Oh, you'll be alright.
Yeah. I've had my dreads on fire.
Funny, though.
That was crazy.
What'd you say? Beard?
Huh?
What did you say, sorry? On fire?
Oh, I said I had my dreads on fire once. That was fun.
Oh, fucking hell.
You guys would never guess how it happened.
Go on then.
Just take what do you think happened?
You borrowed your friend's flamethrower lighter again.
Well, no, I was barbecuing. It was a different friend. But he decided that hair burns. He was actually right next to me messing around with it. I'm like, yo, what are you doing? He's like, I'm just setting your hair on fire. I'm like, what? Look, one of my dreads.
Just hanging around.
You know what it did? He burned all the loose hairs around it. So I was like, oh, damn, you got rid of the frizz.
Done you a favor.
Yeah, but like, this shit will catch on fire quick.
How long have you had them for?
I've been growing my hair since I started trading, honestly. 2017, I want to say. 2017, I started growing my hair. 2018, I started trading.
What did you have before that? Just like short hair? Or did you just decide one day that's what you was going to do?
Honestly, I just stopped giving a fuck about what my hair looks like, and I started hitting the gym. And at one point, I just looked like a fucking... What do you call him? A lumberjack. I just had long hair and just a long beard. I had a really long beard down to like here. I've posted pictures of it before somewhere. Or shown it. But yeah, I had a really long beard. And then my hair started woofing, so I got cornrows. And then I had just fucking cornrows going down. I looked like Carmelo Anthony. And then when it got really long, instead of the cornrows, I just had them locked up. Because once I take out, like, right, my hair, like, if cornrows, you can't have them in all the time, right? They grow out of your scalp, so it gets long. So you gotta take them out, and my hair would be like this, like a big fucking, I don't know, fuzzball.
Afro.
Yeah, it was an afro, but I'd be like, you know, fuzz, and I'd lean, and the afro would lean. I'd go like this, and my whole head would look like fucking bobblehead. It was funny. I go like this, and you know those.
You'd have to sit further back.
I went to indoor skydiving, and because the air's coming at you, it was so funny. Like, I'd go like this, and my beard would go up, and you can't see my face, and only my nose to my beard. It was hilarious. And then I go like this, and my fro will go down. You can't see my whole face, just my nose through my fro. The instructor, he was like, yo, you look fucking hilarious. You were like a Teletubby floating in there. Yeah, so that was my indoor skydiving, guys.
Blindfolded by your own hair.
Say it again?
I said just blindfolded by your own hair.
Yeah. Basically. Sorry, gang, while we're waiting, I'm just right outside the office. By the pool. Right near the pool.
Light in a joint top.
It's the best I felt all day. Actually, no, I felt really good when Ariel got her legs. That was pretty good. It was a pretty rewarding moment over there when she beat, what's her name, Ursula or whoever that was.
What the fuck is that?
Under the sea. Na, 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 na.
Some geezer going on the...
That's a Little Mermaid, yo. And they had Merman in there, and they had Mer kids. It was weird. They called them the Mer people.
In the film?
Yeah, in the film, like they had like Merman and Mer child.
Mer them and mer they.
Yeah, them they. Mer them they. Then they had a Mer he him.
Hopefully no murders in that film.
No, they did. They killed Poseidon or Triton, whatever her father is, and then she saved him. She brought him back. Kind of like same idea, but like half the guilt. You don't really get a life sentence for that. Yo, Bowser,
just to see
how many accounts are you logging up? Bowser's logging into the Zoom from his living room, from the park, from the barbecue area. Bowser's in the pool. He's got a little fucking setup in the hot tub. Yeah, bro.
Because so during the session he can go and cook, he can go for a shower, he can do whatever the fuck he wants. He's in every room.
You ever be like, I don't know how you guys have your house set, but I got a TV in every room, right? And there'd be times where it's the same thing is playing in every room, on every on every TV, and I'll walk out of one room, walk into the other, and it's like I never left. It's just the TV's walking around with me.
Yeah, that's what Bowser's doing with your stream.
Bowser's literally around the house, no matter where you turn. It's like, oh, right there.
He's sitting in the bath.
Cooking? Oh, in the stove. Oh, turning to the fucking fridge. The fridge's got a YouTube channel running on it. It's so crazy. Somebody sent me a picture with us on the fridge screen with the YouTube running.
Oh, what, one of those smart fridges?
Yeah, my mother's got one of those. She could press a button and the whole thing becomes clear and you could see what's inside. It's got a little dope option. It could tell her, yeah, you press a button, it tells her what's inside the fridge, whatever it can detect, like, but it's a sensor, I guess, whatever it can detect, and it can give you advice on what you can cook based on what you have. Thank you.
Do you know what? I thought those smart fridges were just so you could have like the weather on there, and I thought they were pointless, but that is good.
Whole TV, cool. YouTube, Pandora, every single fucking app, whatever it is, it's all running on that flat screen. That's right on the TV. I mean, on the fridge. And she could be listening to music, watching music. She could be looking at her email right through the fridge screen.
Could you imagine telling someone, like, I don't know when fridges were invented, but say like 80 years ago, 100 years ago.
Tell somebody that this 20 years ago. You crazy? In 2000? Yo.
No, but before the fridge.
You're gonna fucking have a TV on it?
Yeah, but before the fridge, imagine saying that you're gonna be able to have cold food, frozen food, and it'll fucking play you a film.
The meat will keep. It won't spoil. Nah, you crazy, bro. You crazy. Whatever. What are you smoking? It's never gonna happen. What you smoking on? Fridge with a TV? What?
Yeah, nah, just fucking rub it in salt and hang it up in the cellar.
And crazy thing is, my mother, she doesn't know how to use any of that. Like, she has it all, but she don't need none of it. I don't know. Why'd you get it? Yo, dad wanted it. I was like, Pops, why'd you get this? It's like, because we could do all of this. So, like, are you going to do it? Nope. Mom's going to do it. I asked Mom. She's like, nope. No clue. I was like, you see how this shit ain't really... You guys need to be working as a team.
They've got too much faith in each other. They
Literally, they do. All right, we have the 30 closing soon. Let's see how this 30 closes, because this is our 30 level, right? We would want to close below 1942 here. 1942.1. If the 30 can close below there, we can be pretty confident we're going to continue heading down. It closes above here, we might head up. Might head back up in range. It orders milk if you have it set up for for delivery. Yeah, I think you can order anything. Fucking blowtorch lighters. I swear I'm blinking and it's not I'm not even closing my eye. I just see through it. Have my eyelid gone. God damn it. Oh, we've only had one trade for this session, and it was during the makeup session for London. Our only trade.
Well, last week?
Yeah, a week before that, we made up the Sunday unfiltered on Wednesday. I think it was 2 weeks ago. Typically, the stream will be losing their mind right now to this song. Oh, you know what? I forgot to take this off. Hold on. The session trades. It's from Friday. No, Thursday.
Oh, there's no music on the Zoom. I don't really care, but I'm just letting you know.
On. Yeah, let me turn it on. I forgot to turn it on. What now? You here now?
Yep.
Thirty's closing, respecting this area. Hmm. 42.5 even was good. It doesn't have to be 42.1 because at after 42.5 it still drives to 1938. It's not. So the 30 respected support here. Held support.
So technically
it can still come down here, but
maybe if
we're gonna need the next hourly because of the if it comes down here, I need a top look after it closes below. Here's the thing, if the 30 closed below this area, I would be more confident that we're going to continue heading down. It doesn't really change anything. We still need a closure below 41.35, but I would be more confident. And I think if the 30 closed, we would get a closure below 41358. Now it's more of a 50-50. Could come up just as well as it could come down. Last 3-4 days of the month, and then we'll have our last month of Q2. It's more exciting. What's going on? It's just one minute moving. 4-hour doesn't have a top wick, huh? You like the emojis, Paul? Emotes? This one's my favorite right here.
What is it? Is it saying RR?
Yeah. He's sighing. He's like, ah. It looks much funnier when it's big.
Joke and a joke.
Yeah. I was gonna make that a badge, and we just decided to make it an emoji. We were gonna have an RR smoking a joint. Just the letters RR with a lit joint and some hands.
What did you say that other one got banned? And it was it a joint or a gun or something?
The pineapple smoking a joint, yeah. YouTube.
Oh, yeah, that was it.
They deleted it and sent me a warning to not do it again. Sent me an email.
I wonder if that's AI that does that, or if it's someone that has to check it.
No, so I'm pretty sure it's like a mod or something. Like they get once new badges or anything uploaded in there, right? I think they check. Eventually, somebody gets to it.
Yeah.
Chat. I'm in the top 10,000 YouTube streamers in the world. How about that?
That's cool. Are you really?
I don't know how many streamers there are. Yeah, I'm actually number 7,000 something.
Yeah, but that just shows that too many people give up, because it's all about the persistence with it, isn't it? Yeah, sticking it through at the beginning.
You really got to provide either entertainment value, monetary value, or know-how value, like knowing how to do things and showing people how to do it, right? So over here it's both. It's monetary and like know-how, right? This is educational.
Bit of everything, isn't it?
Right
Chill
behind
as well.
I show speed, word. Right behind him. Right behind Kai Sanat and I show speed. And Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast almost next. I'm almost there. No, I thought there would be like hundreds of thousands of YouTube streamers. But there isn't.
Yeah, Mr. Beast be killing it.
He's the #1 streamer worldwide. think I think he was the first one or the second one, but he's like one of like 7 people that have 100 million.
Yeah, I know
I think there's only 7 channels in all of YouTube that have 100 million subs.
Yeah.
I think Supercar Blondie has it. Is it 100 million or 10 million? I don't know.
He's got over 100 million, definitely.
Beast.
I know he gets hundreds of millions views per video. I've seen that.
Dude.
He get like 200 million views, but he spends. I swear to God, he spends the most money on his videos, bro. He be spending millions.
Yeah, he said his budget for like the one that they did based on the show. Remember that movie, the Korean movie? What was it called?
I don't think I've seen that one.
The Korean show.
The one where the obstacle course shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I talk about
Takeshi's Castle.
I think it was like 8 million. He said his.
Squid Game.
I think his budget was like 8 million for that. Like that's like those are movie studio budgets. Like he said, like some sponsors and everything. Like his budget to run that. And he said he has. I was watching his Joe Rogan podcast. He said he has the largest, I think, studio, like a movie studio, because everything's done in like big studios. So he has the largest one, I think, on the East Coast. So a lot of like Hollywood, like Universal and Disney, they rent out his studio from him to film.
Wow.
Yeah, it was funny. I was just watching. He bought his whole neighborhood, everywhere where he lives. He bought up the entire neighborhood just to move in his producers, his friends, his family.
Yeah, he lives I think he lives in North Carolina or South Carolina.
Yeah, he bought out the whole neighborhood, every house in the neighborhood.
Jeez.
Just to move in everyone he needs to make videos.
I remember that one movie that one video. He bought 3 houses just to put Christmas lights on them. And if you won the light decoration, you won the house.
Yeah.
It was crazy. And they were like $500,000 houses. They weren't no freaking one family, one story.
He's got 150 million, and he's the 4th most subscribed on the platform. Who's the top?
Wonder who is number 1.
What is this, Mr. Beast you're on about?
Still? Mr. Beast, yeah.
And do you know the funny thing is, I don't know anything about him other than I've seen something about him dressing up as a woman the other week.
T-Series is number 1 with 242 million subscribers. That's a Hindi music channel.
The guy that was dressing up like a woman, that's one of his buddies that was on the show. He turned into a woman. Yeah, it's the other guy.
They got Coco Melon number 2 at 160, and Sony Entertainment, their channel is at 156, and then Mr. Beast at 155 million. He's the number 1 non-branded streamer. So everyone else is like a big brand.
Shit, we're coming down pretty quick there.
I'm gonna wait on the 4-hour close here anyway.
All right. I was looking at your screen and I seen that shit drop, and I'm like, oh shit.
No. I see it dropping. This is good. Ideally, we clear this range out before the 4-hour, and then we pull back, and then we can wick fill it, right? So I don't mind us driving. This is good, especially knowing we're not going to take a position here. Like, let it do whatever it wants and have the confidence to just wait it out. A lot of people would just like, when you're saying, oh, it's driving there, like when I started trading, if I heard you say some shit like that, I would be in there.
I'd be in there.
Bang, 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 bang.
Yo, it's driving. I was like, word, sell. And I'd be like, wait a minute, what is no offense to you, it could have been anybody, right? And I would have been like,
you're better off doing the opposite. You're better off doing the opposite if you're gonna do that.
I would be like, do they even know what they're talking? And like that thought only goes through my head like now. Right? And not even now. Now it's like I just don't listen to anyone, even if they do know what they're talking about, because then it's just because they can know what they're talking about, but it's not based on what I understand. So then I'll manage it based on me, but enter it based on them, right? So it doesn't.
Yeah, I've traded with some people before, and it gets all messed up.
What's crazy is when we started streaming, like first or second year of Don stream, I remember he used to speak, and I'd be like, yo, I would tell him, I'd be like, you do know people hang on every word you say. So if you say it on stream, Like I know. He was like, really? I was like, yeah, I know from personal experience. Just when I started trading, if I see somebody that I see trading and they'd say something, I'd be like, oh yeah, they thinking sells, sell, full margin. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because you're always thinking you
Yeah.
can, like, let me do it before, like, you always think you're doing it faster or something.
Yeah, by the time
Let
you
me
get
get it
there, I'll be
quicker.
10 pips in profit, right? Meanwhile, they never get a trade, and I'm like, I'm down fucking 2 accounts.
They're like, all right, it's done driving. Bye. What? What do you
And
mean?
also, when you're that much at the beginning of it and you don't know anything, you just have so much trust in these people.
In
That
everyone,
you
whatever
just
anyone says, because you're like, what do I
Yeah.
know?
I
yeah.
know.
You're like, well, if he said sell, then fuck me. I'll
It's
sell.
just not even trusting other people. It's just knowing that you suck, and then you're like, well, maybe they know something more than because I suck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They must have learnt the secret already. They know.
Then you find out slowly.
Oh.
This is good too. Look, this 30 has no top wick. We close in 15 minutes, anywhere in this range. We come up, make a top wick for it, and then flip. But we have another 15 minutes right now to wait. It's 30 to close, so a lot can happen here.
What is that a thing you look
So-
at on the 30? So when you don't have that top wick, typically the next one will come back and take it out.
It doesn't typically come back. What happens is if it does come back and then flip again, it typically continues driving.
Yeah, sorry, that's what I was meant to
It
get at.
doesn't typically come. It doesn't mean that it'll come back here. So again, what we want is the same thing. We want to look in the past all the time. We want to repeat what's happened in the past. That's our biggest advantage in the market is having a tell. Look, we had a closure here below in the past. Then we broke that high. And if it does happen, look, flipped, drove all the way down here before coming back up. Right, so same thing. We close here. We come back, make a top wick at this area or higher, anywhere in this area. And if we do come back down and flip, then we can be pretty confident we're heading down here. Always want to look in the past for the biggest tells. Like you understand what's happening, you know how to trade. You can read candles, right? But now you have to match them up to historical price data. I wonder what my limit on Zoom is. I mean, we're not even close to what's our biggest session for Zoom was like 13 people. And I know I could get 40, 50 on here, but I'm sure I could get more. It's kind of it's cool that yeah, Squid Game was the game we're talking about. The show we were talking about, Squid Game.
Oh, did you see that video where that guy was like, "We have $1 trillion." Oh, zero.
Austin Powers.
No, that was not that. It was the real Squid Game. I think it was a crypto. It was a crypto, and they wiped them out in like a minute. Like they rug pulled it, and there was
Oh,
There's a
Fucking
video of
crazy.
it. Yeah, there's a video of it, like a TikTok, and the guy was like, "Oh no, it's 0."
I've taken a loss at like 7,000, 8,000, like
Oh,
that
yeah.
on crypto.
Same.
Just no, like not knowing that there's spread
Mm-hmm.
and what the fuck spread
Oh,
is.
the
And
slippage. Yeah, the
it wasn't slippage.
tax.
The
What is it? It's
spread.
called
I'm
I think
telling you,
yeah,
the
the
spread
spread
was
too. Yeah,
the
yeah.
spread was like 26 or like 30 on
Uh-huh.
gold, and you count it a little differently. I didn't know how. I thought you count it the same way as on Forex as you do on crypto.
Mhm.
So as soon as I clicked sell, my account went 0.
Mm.
Oh,
Like
really?
a split second. I was like, what the
Fucking
fuck
hell,
just
man.
happened?
And they have tax too. Like if you're messing around with DeFi, because I used to trade it all the time on the 2020 bull run. The DeFi,
Oh,
yeah, there's like slippage tax at the end that you pay and stuff, and like they'll make it so that when you sell, you don't make nothing. And like the more money goes in there, it's called honey potting. The
Uh-huh.
more money goes in there, it just keeps going higher and higher and higher. Till eventually, even if you sell, you get nothing because
get
it
nothing.
takes all your
Yeah.
money. You get nothing.
Ah, I see. I
Mhm.
see.
It's crazy.
Little bastards.
Yeah. But don't get me wrong, you can make money. I put $1,000 on this pre-sale once on a NFT thing, and a week later when it launched, I tried to sell at 15,000 and it didn't go through. It was on my MetaMask. I only approved the sale. I went to work, came back home, and it was at 16,000. I'm like, oh, why'd I sell? So then I look and I never sold. I still had it all.
Irrelevant.
So I'm like watching it till Monday, and
Never sell it.
I got 18 grand out of it because it started peaking, and I got rid of
Nice.
it.
I
For 18.
invested
So I
in
made 17x.
I invested in shop and ICO. I went to the Bitcoin conference in 2018, I think, 2017.
Yeah.
Oh, 2016 or 2017. It was the very first one, I think it was, the Bitcoin conference. Yeah,
Yeah, the big one.
Yeah, in Miami, we spent, I don't know, a couple of racks per ticket. And we went, and they were doing ICOs, right? And
Yeah, initial
lot of-
coin offering.
yeah, a lot of, and like it wasn't regulated, right? The government was just like starting to understand that, ICOs,
Yeah.
IPOs, they had kind of similar. They have to register very similarly. Like you knew regulation was coming,
Hmm.
and eventually, these people that are doing all these ICOs, not every single one is going to work out, and hopefully they all had their asses covered. So we invested in Shop, and they won ICO of the year. So we were like, damn, they're at every single Bitcoin conference everywhere, and like they're winning all these ICOs, right? All their it's not competitions, but at all the conferences, all the new ICO, all the companies do their offerings, and these guys were winning every single one for the best offering in every show. So I put down 22 ethers.
Damn.
This is when Ether was at $1,200
Yeah.
in
Okay.
ETH. So
Yeah.
$1,200, 22 Ether.
That's a lot of money.
And right before they were gonna drop, so it came out to like a penny a coin, and they were gonna open at 10 cents a coin. So I was gonna 10x right on the opening and sell. Right as soon as they were gonna hit an exchange, they were expecting 10x, and I was waiting to just sell as soon as they 10x. That would have been, 200 grand come up for me. And the government seized all their funds and arrested the CEO. And it wasn't like he did anything crazy. The problem was that he never registered the company with the ICC or whoever it was, and started talking about it, investments and all that, and ICO. And he went to jail for fraud. He came out, but they never released any of the funds to the investors.
Oh, of course not.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that sucks.
The New York DA. I still have a story about it, an article. We can probably look it up.
Yeah, I fell victim to Celsius and a couple other companies with crypto. What was the other one? Celsius and BlockFi. Both of them went bankrupt.
This is it right here. Shopping founder charged by SEC for running 42 scam cryptocurrency ICO. This is it. I put 22 ethers in this.
But then it hit 4,500 in the bull run. Your 22 ETH would have been.
Yeah.
Phew.
I invested. You know
Oh.
how I invested in Ether at
700, 600.
what?
I don't
You know how earlier
How
I used to
much?
mine Bitcoin. I sold my rigs in 2016.
Damn.
Right? I was part of the 2016 bull run.
Oh man. Man.
I bought Ether at $98,
Damn.
and then I bought
Yo.
more Ether at 150, thinking, "Oh, this
Yeah.
is a shitty price."
Yeah. I'm
Then it
overpaying like a
skyrocketed to 1,200.
motherfucker. Yeah. Damn. Yeah, I didn't get into like freaking like a little bit before Dogecoin. When Dogecoin was like 0.0001.
Yeah, my girl bought Dogecoin at 0.00. I was like, "What are you doing?
Yeah.
You're being dumb." And then like she got rid of it because I made fun of her, and then like skyrocketed. I was like, "I'm sorry. I'm sorry."
I sold that Saturday Night Live. That was my first like panic sell. I seen it go from 75 cents to 55 cents. I'm like, no, I'm out. Like I've never even like heard of panic selling or anything. I just got out because I was losing, and it was the best thing I ever did.
Nah,
Best panic sell.
I was part of a nice bull run, and then I was part of the worst fucking drawdown. At
Drop.
2018, 2017, 2018, I lost so much on the drop. Yeah.
Yeah, I was up pretty good too in 2020, and I just didn't take my profits. I still have it written down in a book.
But
I was
yeah,
up like 100 grand fucking in November.
it was a big part of the reason I went into Forex too. Like eventually, like all roads led to Forex.
Me too. Me
It
too.
was just like everyone got introduced to markets by like through crypto, and then realizing, oh, there's not only, when you need to make money when shit's going down, you're like, fuck, well, can't just invest, need to kind of trade.
Yeah.
Right? And I don't know, somehow I ended up being introduced to Forex. I was like, wait a minute, I've seen this before in crypto.
Yeah. I was like, hey, it's regulated. The banks trade it, so it's more professional, I'm like, fuck. And less volatile than fucking crypto. Less scams.
And I started running into people on like Facebook and like Instagram that were trading, and they were trading crypto, and I was like, oh, this is sick. They got amazing lives. I'm looking at everything they're doing, and they're like, they don't have to leave their house to set up an amazing life for themselves. Like, they could just be in front of the computer. They don't have to be at work all day long to do the same thing.
Yep.
It's like, I could do that. And then you realize that it's fucking crypto is that's not it. If you're gonna be trading, you could do it with crypto, but it was always like when I was getting into it, every time all-time high when I started to trade during the second bull run. It was like, fuck, well, can't trade this. Where's it going? And then I heard people talk about it. Well, how can? And I think Ted spoke about this also. Like, how do you trade? Where price is really arbitrary. There's nothing telling you where it's going or if it's going or.
I used to get ripped off on Coinbase selling and paying so much fucking tax and shit. Like, what? What happened?
Y'all got my money?
Supposed to make money on this. How'd I lose? Yeah.
Call up Coinbase. Excuse me, sir, Mr. Base. You got my money? Damn. And the Heat lost yesterday. That was fucking terrible. I don't know if you guys were watching that. But
That was amazing.
he said that was amazing. It was a great game. It was terrible. I couldn't. No, I mean, I think it's good for the league that this look, regardless of what happens, the Nuggets are going to be champs this year. It doesn't matter who wins the East. But the thing is, I'm in Miami. Miami's just more fun when people are winning, and it's already a lot of fun, right? But when shit's going our way, this whole fucking town goes wild. Goes berserk.
I know.
And it's people that aren't even from here, but they're tourists, but they're like, fuck it, let me hop in on the vibe. We have a reason to drink?
Yeah.
Perfect.
We're down here, we might as well hump on the bandwagon.
Well, look, honey, they're drinking. Let's hop in.
What do they
just
celebrate?
be
Oh
nice.
yeah. Huh. Home team. Home team. Let's go.
It doesn't even matter. They're always celebrating. Let's just go.
Yeah.
Oh, my oldest one, she had her last tooth fall out, so no more tooth fairy. She was kind of upset.
Mm.
I don't know what to do. I told her, well, from now on, it's Dad's job.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's tough. Wait, who took my lighter? Yo, my girl be doing this kind of shit. I swear she just walked in here, took my lighter, walked out. I knew she walked in. You know how I didn't even realize she walked in here? You know how you know with the corner of your eye that shit's going down, but you don't pay no
Yeah,
attention?
but
So
you're
you're
not
like,
paying
all
attention.
right, so it
yeah.
probably never happened, and now I see my lighter gone. It did happen.
Yeah.
She walked in here, took
Yeah.
my shit.
Definitely happened.
Hold on, chat. Hold on, guys.
Two minutes for the 4 hour. Was it Friday that gold kept dropping all day? I was like waiting for it to retrace, just never did. Or was it Thursday? Yeah, it was Thursday. You guys remember that? I just kept falling. I was like, dude, is this thing got a retrace? Nope. Just kept dropping.
I managed to get in a couple and that.
Yeah. I was in a position from earlier and I just kept taking profits down. But now that I look at it, I'm like, why didn't I just enter again? Like I just kept watching this little one lot, half a lot go down. Like I started at 3 and I kept taking profits. But I'm like, in this whole time, I didn't even enter another position. Like,
Well, are
what
you
the
sample
hell?
sizing?
No, it was on. Remember Thursday where it just kept coming down? Like I just kept waiting for a retrace and it just never happened. It just dropped like all afternoon, and I just
Yeah.
like watched it fall.
Happens a lot to
Like,
me.
what
I
the
watch a
hell?
lot of market move without me.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
the nature of the game. That's the nature of our trading.
yeah.
A lot of
Exactly. You're
most people, oh, the RR traders or whatever, like I said, there's nothing wrong with it, but the time you spend waiting for a position, that's the time they spend in a position, waiting for it to play out.
True.
So
Makes
most people
sense.
are in that position waiting for it to play out, right? And maybe that one day it was driving, but most of the time they're sitting in drawdown while you're waiting for the drawdown to end.
Yeah, that
That
was
day
when
just sticks in your head because
breakout
it happened.
traders got lucky. That's what happens those days.
Yeah.
Whoever just entered like out of FOMO made money that day.
All right, here we go. 4-hour close. This is nice. Like that range here, 4 hours strongly bullish. We need a pullback here. The hourly close below the hourly level too. So see if we can get some top wicks here. And technically, because we had this support here, right, we can bring this down here. So a close below here leaves us roughly
About 50 pips in it.
20 to our advantage point, and around 50. Yeah, let's see how this 5 closes. Maybe the next 5 comes up, makes a top wick for this 5, and then comes back down. Or we just drive through the range. I don't know. We'll see. Let me in Zoom. Me too. Oh, you guys are in the Zoom already. minutes here. Let's see what it does. Bottle of water. All right, we close below 41.08 here. You guys already know it. Top wick for this previous 5, and then we'll have a sell stop. Minutes here. No top wick on daily and 4-hour weekly. This is a daily support, but let's see. Yeah, that's why, if anything, I'm not gonna really look for runners here. I think I might close full once we fill the range. You're absolutely right about that. You see, we haven't broken the previous day yet, and we have no top wick. And this seemed to be a rejection area previously, so that's why we wait for what we wait for. Maybe the next 5? Top wick for the previous 5. Ideally, we hit these areas right here, 42, 43. It's ideally. All right, not bad. 42 here, 43. What a rejection, perfect. We have a top wick here now on the 4-hour. We have a top wick on our hourly. At this point, If we come down and close below 41.085, we'll be in sells off the rip. Okay?
41.085.
Yeah. So if this is the liquidity grab to drive down, as soon as we close below 41.085, I'm going to be in off the rip. Like a 45 pip stop. Oh, if we don't get there, we don't get there. This is where we wanted the top wick here previously, remember? For the previous 30. So look, we just made the top wick for the previous 30 as we discussed in the last 4 hour. So it's got to come back down here. So we don't know if it does this all the time, right? But when it does do that, it'll fill the range down if it does come back down. Tap daily support, yes, but we don't know if it's going to reject off this area at 40, at 38, at 36. Anytime before then, it could always reject. I can already hear Don saying, should get in trades in, and I'm be like, no. He's gonna be like, yeah, you know, I kind of looked at it and I already saw that it was gonna kind of range. I can already hear it. It's 9:09. When he asks me tomorrow, I'm gonna be like, yo, just rewind to 9:09. We have a massive trade in. John is. What's the deal? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, 5 close, no top wick. Let's see, maybe we'll start heading back down. Maybe not. What a lovely day for a range. It's a gang. Well, we got a couple of minutes. I'm gonna smoke a little. The thing is, trading is so individualized, right? But smoking, it's such a social activity. Right? It's so hard to leave you guys smoking. Any of you guys coming down here for the in-person?
Nah. Wish I could, but
How about not for the in-person, just to come down here?
yeah. That'd be fun.
A lot of people hit me up that like aren't going to be here during the week because they work, but they'll be here on the weekend. So
Right.
maybe do a little meetup on the weekend. Jay's gonna be there. You gonna be there for the week? Yo, Jay, good. The meet and greet. Yes. Oh shit. No women. That's what I meant to say. No women. I don't think there's any women besides Don's girl. Isn't it meant for people that don't know how to trade, at least the in-person? Yeah, but like, honestly, here's how I work. If he was doing an in-person and I just met Don, I would get tickets just for the connections, right? My goal was like, get to the people that know how to do this shit, right? So when I was doing this, like I tried to get to the people that knew what they were talking about. Like I once drove to meet a guru in Disneyland when he was there with his family, and I found out. I saw pictures online. I hit him up. I was like, yo, can you set aside like 2 or 3 hours this evening for me? I'll pay you. And I got on the road and I drove up 3.5 hours and got to Disneyland, to their hotel. I walked in. His wife and kids were pissed as fuck, but I paid him, and we sat there in the hotel living room for like 3 hours, and he was explaining to me EMA crossings and Fibonacci's and oh, I forgot. It wasn't RSI. It was some other shit, and he was telling me how he uses them in Confluence to get his positions.
Probably like divergence or something.
No, he wasn't trading divergence. He was trading EMA crossovers with the Fibonacci confluence. So he had like the 20 EMA crossing the 8 EMA.
Yeah. Whenever they cross, you take a position or
Yeah, it
something.
was that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he was from Toronto also. And then I remember I found Roger. Roger was from Toronto. And then I found Don, and Don was from Toronto. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Are you guys working out of the same warehouse? What the fuck? And then I realized the entire universe, the entire Forex world revolves around Miami and Toronto. That's the two hubs for trading. Oh shit, my tape is up. But yeah, I would do it for just for connections and just to get the in, right? Because then you're like, you're part of the in crowd, and then you're always talked about, and then like, it's always going to be discussed, and then the future ones, you're like, you're not the new guy, so you've been around, right? So I look at it as in like, building connections to invest in the future.
Yeah, it's a good networking.
Yeah, but I'm not trying to sell you on it. I don't make it. You guys don't have to go like I don't make a dime off of it, right? Like I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna show up. He asked me to come through. I'll show
Yeah.
up. Right, but like that's his thing. But like that's what I would do, just personally. That's what I would have done probably. Spewing, I can't go. I don't know what that is.
Spewing. Oh, he's mad. He can't go.
It means
Oh, you're tight.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, he's tight.
Struggle to understand the importance of forming the connection.
well,
Well, here's the thing. I bought Don's signals to be able to talk to him. Otherwise, I'm not here today. It was a pretty big connection that I made because because of that, I reached out to him outside of trading and outside the stream. And I didn't reach out to him, oh, I don't understand your positions. It was, I reached out to him and I was talking about like my shit. And he was like, oh, you're in the signals, right? And like, yeah, and we were talking and then like he saw me on the streams and he's like, oh shit, you're in the signals and in the streams. And then like but I was there when he had like 40, 30 viewers, and then once I started hopping on stream, if I didn't do that, I probably don't have the same audience that I have right now, because a lot of the audience that is coming from his streams. But you know what? I've been on his streams for 3 years, so like a lot of it is familiarity. So that was an important connection for me. Like it played a role. And besides the fact that, like, honestly, once that happened, I had unlimited access, right? So like if I wanted to hit him up and be like, yo, I don't understand this, I don't understand that, I could just do that. And then if we ever talk about positions, like, yo, after this many years, he hits me up and or I hit him up or he hits me up, we talk about positions, we're just on the same wavelength, right? And there's just a different level of respect at that point, because we've kind of grown into this over the last 3 years together.
Definitely.
I'll give you such But you know what? I made the connection because I really wanted to be around people, like-minded people. And like, honestly, he was doing a lot of the things that I was doing, but he was just sharper at it. I couldn't figure it out, and then after spending a lot of time with I like just made me sharper. It's like you guys spend times on the stream with us, but times 100 because I had that upfront access.
Yeah, for sure. More you're around, you know, somebody like that.
And
just
and at that point, I was talking to Ted, right? I was hopping on the other guy's streams, and And I was also talking to Don, and there's just like a lot of valuable info. But you know, you guys can all surpass us, outdo us in performance, but you know, you don't necessarily have to outdo anybody. You just get yours. Sometimes you'll outdo somebody, sometimes you won't. It's funny, like sometimes I get a better position than him, sometimes he gets a better position than me. But we don't look at it as competition. We laugh at the fact that we both had positions. It was just dope, eh? And sometimes cheering for his position or your position would mean I don't even get one, right? And vice versa. And so we still do it. Traders domain fade out finally? No, not to me, because well, they just opened it up, right? And I didn't have a request pending. I have to make a new request. But what I'm gonna do right now, what up, John? What I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna wait to see what broker it comes out under, right? I want to see how they're performing. I'm gonna see their spreads, see their commissions. I might stick with it.
How does my mic sound?
Better than mine.
Fucking awesome.
Yo, get the hell out of here with this
Super Mike.
crispiness.
This is I'm just on my Mac.
Oh yeah. I
You
could
know what
tell.
it is?
Yeah.
I think he's crispy
on
by
the headset.
nature. It's just his voice is just crispy by nature.
Yeah.
Naturally crispy.
Yeah. So
You always sound like an audio recording that's been like, no, finished at the studio already. Producers worked on it. Got a little
it's like
bit
that guy
of
from the guy
auto-tune
from the
to it.
commercials. One guy, one plan.
Where's that from? It sounds so familiar.
I don't know.
Could just be the accent.
I think it's a comedian that said it.
Did
one
you guys
time.
see the movie phone? I think that's what you're talking about. The movie phone guy.
Yeah.
I seen that.
Yeah.
It's the Spanish guy. He's really funny. He talks. He's like, Keanu Reeves. Hey.
Yeah.
Morgan
exactly.
Freeman. Arnold Schwarzenegger in.
Arnold Schwarzenegger, and then he's like, "Get out of the house now!" Some lady screaming or something.
Hey,
Yeah.
Little ice cream boy coming to theaters. Yo, that was hilarious.
Yeah, he was like, and then he's like the Mexican. He's like, "Oh, get the taquitos."
Yo, and then what was the other one? He's
he's
he
funny.
had the one with the ecstasy pills. That was I remember. He's like, Mitsubishi makes these.
Mitsubishi.
He's like, no wonder everyone's in the showroom and like happy as shit. Yo, what was I forgot his name. Pablo Francisco. There you go.
Pablo Francisco, that's him. Yes, yeah, that guy's funny.
Some
hilarious.
Yeah, that's a long time ago. Pablo Francisco.
Yeah,
he
that was a
funny,
while
like,
ago.
15, 20 years ago. Yeah, he was,
Yeah. Get rid of this.
he used to make that noise. I saw him live in Tempe or live in Tempe. I've been to Tempe. It was fun. I don't remember much of it because I was in ASU. And at that time, that year, ASU was the #1 party school in America. That was the reason we went there. We're like, where are we going to party this spring break? Let's go. Oh, it wasn't spring break. It was something else. Tempe's party motherfucking central. Always. Yeah, I know. They did a list that year of the top 50 or something like that party schools in America, and it was like ASU, and then it was like Utah or something like that, and then we were like, yeah, we're going to party in ASU. And we just flew out there. Yeah, I would like to see Paulo Francisco. That boy looks like he's funny. Like he was intelligent type of funny. It was funny jokes. It wasn't like clown funny. I didn't go to Village there, but I lived there when I was in college. You didn't go to college there. The memories, yeah.
What do you
Jay,
what do you mean a funny? What do you mean a funny? Like a clown? Would I make you laugh? That was a Joe Pesci. He's like, no, you just sound funny, man.
Joe Pesci.
But like a clown.
I love Joe Pesci.
Yeah.
They just had him on TV the other day. What's the movie I saw? He was a lawyer for the little kid.
Oh yeah. Oh, the little kid now.
Oh,
My cousin Vinny was.
My
the
cousin
other
Vinny,
lawyer.
that, yeah.
Yeah.
For the Karate Kid or something. Can I amuse you? You ever watch Animaniacs?
Yeah.
The show? And they had the three
No.
pigeons. The three Italian pigeons that were the Goodfellas. No. You guys didn't watch that? It was like right with Pinky and the Brain and all that. Oh.
I remember Pinky and the Brain.
And then they
You
had
know what's weird?
three pigeons.
Sorry.
3 pigeons.
You said about Pinky and the Brain the other day, didn't you, on stream? But
Yeah.
literally, I think it was like the night before that. I randomly.
You sound like Pinky, bro.
Do you reckon? That's
Yeah.
because I am Pinky. Gonna take over the world.
Wait, they used to call them the God Pigeons.
God,
Wait, hold on.
pigeons.
Oh, I'm about to play.
I gotta look them up.
Might as well watch it. Got nothing else to do at the moment.
Mess with us, will you? Right. Go for
Is
it.
that me?
Go for
That's
it.
me. Yeah, I was trying to turn it on, but I don't want to get copyrighted by Universal or somebody.
Oh yeah, they'll be knocking at the door in 5 minutes. That sound you sometimes play, that'll be on there for real.
I'm gonna have new sounds coming up this week. Oh, I just had an idea for a sound like 5 minutes ago, and I told myself, write it down. You're gonna forget it, and I forgot.
And he's fucking forgot it.
I fucking forgot it. Damn, what the it was gonna be really good too. It was before we spoke about Pablo Francisco. I'm gonna have to rewind the stream and get back to that moment.
Get yourself back in the ambience, and it'll
Yeah,
come
you
back
ever-
to you.
You ever forget something and then just you have to walk back to where the spot
Yeah.
where you thought about it just to remember what you were thinking?
Or like you just said, you got to bring yourself back to that mood or that sort of feeling you was in.
Yeah. You're like, fuck, why did I walk in here? Let me go back out and stand on the same spot where I was standing and look at the same things and be like,
And like,
remember.
yeah, I was tapping my foot like this. Ah, that was it. The fucking gabagoo.
because there's Spanish limes in your area. If I go and want to eat those, no, you can go to the flea market and get those. I have a mango tree. Today I had at one of the Airbnbs, I got a mango tree and it's full of mangoes and they're ripe and like I don't know what to do. And one of the neighbors walked up to me. She's like, "Hey, when those get a little more ripe, can I just come here and grab some?" And I was like, I thought to myself, she's gonna do it regardless whether I tell her yes or no, right? Just when I'm not there, she'll sneak over to the tree. I could already tell, so I was like, yeah, just don't worry, yeah, get yourself some, whatever you want, that's fine. The tree literally has like hundreds of mangoes. What am I gonna do?
You're gonna go back next week. It's gonna have fucking nothing left.
There's
She's
nothing
gonna have
there.
a stall at
imagine.
the front. She's got a
Meanwhile,
stall.
she's
now.
doing the little lemonade stand, selling mangoes in the front yard. Thanks for the mangoes. I said 3, bitch. Not open up a supermarket.
The tree's fucking bare.
All right, I'm not gonna have mangoes for years now with everything you took. It's funny. I caught him before, like, but not her. Her husband. I caught her husband like a year ago, walking around trying to grab with me. Man, I was like, you don't have to sneak.
That's why she's
doing
asked you
this.
then, because they've
Yeah,
got caught last time.
yeah. I caught the husband. I don't know. You know, I didn't say nothing. I don't think he saw that I caught, but I saw him sneaking.
Yeah, they
I
know.
was turning
They know
into the
you
block.
know.
And they know I know, and I know that they know that I know.
So now she's had to ask you. Guilty conscience.
Yeah. Or maybe she's thinking that because they didn't get to see me yet, they didn't ask. But now that she saw me, she could ask, and they're like, you know, it's like they were gonna ask me anyway, but they just haven't seen me.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, so somebody's gonna win a nice PC over here. Wonder how the fuck they're gonna take it with them. You walk into the in-person, and Don's just gonna be sitting there in the middle of the room trading on your PC. It should be dope. I can't wait. It should be a lot of fun here. I was looking at this area before, but I don't want to take anything here off the rip. Birdie's in a nice spot. Let's see. If we can come down and flip bearish before the hourly close, only 50 pips. If you're gonna be trading after Asian, I would say bad idea because the holidays. So stay away from London. Stay away from. So the pound's not gonna open at 1 a.m. right, or 3 a.m. London here 2:35 right there. So 2:30 up until 2:35. No, up until 2 a.m. You're good to trade. Tokyo, no, yeah, up until 2:30, 2:35 here. You're good to trade. After that, I'd say stop. And then wait till Asian session tomorrow, because these levels are valid, right? And we might even drive through them with the algos running during the holiday. But I'm not gonna trade the algos. It's gonna enjoy your sleep till Asian, yeah. We'll be live tomorrow 8 p.m. and nothing in the morning. Get your sleep in. Long weekend. Enjoy it. And then it seems like a pretty clear week. We might get a lot of movement because we had a long weekend. And if we end up ranging like this through the Asian, which we probably are, really happy there's no school tomorrow either. It's spend a day with the kiddos.
Dude, happy. School, no work. Chilling. I'm gonna jump back on my phone. Pick up the wife.
Jailboys. Yeah, jailboys. If it doesn't break out here by 10, yeah, I'm gonna call it a stream. If we break out like by 10, I'll stay later. Or if it looks like we're breaking out, but what I was looking at earlier is this area here. Fill this wick here as an advantage point, but I was hoping we'd come back down. I'm not hoping, what I was looking for is for us to come back down. Whoops, wrong candle. Once we closed above here, I was looking for this candle to come back down to here. If that happened, then I think we would have been good to go up here and mirror all of this to the left. So that clean candle over here. That was the only way we could have taken that move up.
Yo, Rex.
Yeah.
What do you think if the bearish candle on 5-minute time frame is close below that line, that 55.253?
It wouldn't matter for ourselves, because we're gonna be that way. We would be selling into a really bullish 1 hour candle that broke the previous 1 hour. 4 hour.
Yeah.
So we might come down here. Look what happened. The previous 4 doesn't have a top wick. Coming up here, we might grab liquidity here at 47 and then come down, right? That's why I want a closure above 47.55. But it can come up here and still flip bearish. The thing is, it can do that anytime in the next 4 hours, right? I'm here till 10, and then it can do that by 10, by 11, come up here, you know, by 12 be here, and by 12:31 be driving down. So it can happen anytime.
Makes sense.
That's why you really want these highs broken at 47.554 right now. If it comes back below here, I can't take sells or buys, because it's going to close back into this range, but it's going to be during a really bullish higher time frame. So you need the higher time frames to flip here. So people are always like, oh, you're waiting. I'm just waiting for what I need to form here, right? Like, I'm okay with that, and I'm okay with not having a position, but I know I've executed my plan. I'll be really pissed if I don't execute my plan, take a position, and then lose, right? Rather lose according to my plan, because the losses in my plan are accounted for, right? If I'm taking losses outside my plan, or wins, they're not accounted for. It's throwing my whole strategy off, or throwing my whole, all my data off, all the sample sizing, everything. But I know as long as I take it according to my position and stick to that, only that, 80% of the time, we're winning. Over. Ballpark, 80. And we head down. Why does this work like this?
Even this candle, if it's close above that 47.55, that 4-hour flip, it should make a new support first, right? Because at the 30
support. Yes.
Yeah, okay. It's not off the rip. Got it.
No.
Thank you, Wick. Thank you.
All right. Something like this, see? Hold on, let me turn something off. So something along these lines. You see how you close above? And that wasn't off the rip. You needed it to come down, create a support, and then drive off a support, right? And once you get that closure above this area again that you've closed, close above that new resistance, driving off a support, you're good to go off the rip. And over here, you probably would have seen barely any drawdown.
Hmm. Oh, you want to mirror that movement. I see now. I see it. I see.
Coming down. Yes, coming down from here. I want to mirror that.
Yeah, it really makes sense on 30-minute time frame. And just
So
zoom up.
if you notice, I flipped through many time frames and see, hey, this level, we can drive like this. See, we've discussed this clear candle before on the 5, this clear range after clearing out all these orders. And then we saw the 30, we saw the hourly, we saw that this area will be above this hourly resistance and above the 4-hour previous candle, right? The 4-hour high there. And then we also see what the 4-hour did last time it came up here. See that? Closed above, bottom wick to this area, up, drove straight up, which is that little, play that we're talking about. 30.
Yeah.
Right there. See it? So it's all gonna fall in line at that point, as long as we wait for bottom wick at that point, and then it comes back and breaks the highs again. So I'm just waiting for everything to align, or for many things to align. It's not that difficult, it just tests your patience a lot. 15 minutes, we might even flip and come down. That might have been the liquidity grab we were looking for. Look at this hourly. Pip stops, we close below here, where can we go? Roughly 40 here, what does the hourly say? And now it's at 34.37. Okay. Say this hourly doesn't flip, and closes bullish, we would need it. The only way we can take sells in the next hour is if it closes bullish below this area. Right. So we close like this. Okay, just the wick. Then we can say this resistance is holding, and then we can get a top wick. And once we get a top wick and the candle starts coming back down, first closure below here, you can be in off the rip. But this candle got to close below this current candle. The current hourly has to close below this area. Many ways this can play out in our favor, but a lot more ways that it can play out not in our favor, or for us to not have a position. No, no stream in the morning. No, there's no stream tomorrow morning. We're gonna do an Asian session tomorrow evening. I expect a volatile session because the markets will now be opening up after a long weekend. Be nice. Quick flip was such a nice liquidity grab.
Yeah, I think it was a perfect liquidity grab. Like that was just like picture perfect. See if they can go lower though. Like, what's our advantage, right?
The hourly close here is key. But at least it's cleared out this range, right? So before, right, when we came on here, this whole thing was untradeable. Next time you come into this range, look at this. You have clean candles down, you have clean candles up. So you're going to get closures here. You're going to take that. You're going to get closures here. You're going to take that because this range has all been cleared out now. And you'll look for it. You'll remember it. And you'll look for it in the future. You'll see. Oh shit, we're almost at 12K subs. Let's see. Where are we at? $11,928 subs. Just need a few more for 100K. Almost there. A couple more. Was it a liquidity grab or was it a hold of support for us to continue driving bullish? Level here too, we can respect and continue down to retest the lows. Be careful here. If it starts to flip now and starts coming down here, yeah, it's flipped to come retest the lows, but you don't know because it'll probably happen on the next 1 hour, right? You don't know if that's the bottom wick for the next 1 hour. So as you're coming down, yeah, to retest the lows here, there's a chance it might flip, right? So this way you'll get a just bottom wick, and this will be your candle filling the previous wick, because it might look like this. Based on this, but you also see that, you had that closure below, it drove through the range, and that's why I said I probably wouldn't look for runners here, because if it closes through here, I'll look to fill the range, and then we can reject like this at any moment. Probably wouldn't be a runner position. Yeah, it looks like it's gonna stay in range here. 9 minutes left for the session. Oh good, we had some really good breakdowns here. Really good discussion. Thank you guys, thank you for coming through. Awesome. Oh, here we go. Should have been playing in like 5-8 minutes, but no, they want us to end early. Don's fucking eating his fillet mignon right now. Doesn't have to deal with range. Talk shit to me about it later. I know he's gonna miss streaming though. I know. 3 days, long weekend. I miss it when I don't stream. Hey, 3 new members here. I don't know who you are. I don't know why I didn't show up, but we got 3 new members during the stream. Shout out to you. If you're new here. Fortunately, we haven't had much today. Yo, Paul, are you still here? Coming through to the in-person, if you're still here? I know you need a whole itinerary and shit, but... Yeah, Paul did. Paul would have answered by now. Paul gonna be there on some camber for sure. You gonna be there crab walking on a beamer. Just rolling in at like a 75-degree angle. You ever be on a highway looking at the car next to you while facing straight? And the car next to you just be doing this?
I don't get that high.
You never been on the highway just sideways at like 80 miles an hour, just sideways?
I have once, but it was in the rain and I aquaplaned and I nearly was sideways at like 110 or something.
Yeah, I used to have the Infinity truck, the QX, the big one, the 80, the 56, whatever shit is, the big Infinity truck. And at one point in New York, I was driving on the LIE, and this was after like a big, like, it was a Christmas party or an office party, I forgot what it was. And my boy goes, yo, the exit's right there. I was like, word? And I turned,
on the
and
move.
my car just does sideways, and I'm literally sideways on the highway. I'm not sideways. My whole car is like, the highway's that way, my whole car is like this, and I'm looking straight, and there's a guy driving that way, and he's looking straight, and then he's looking at me with my car facing him, but going that way. It was wild. Fucking lucky I made it. I didn't remember I made it home. If I wouldn't have believed it unless my friends didn't have it on video. They have on video everything, the whole ride. Oh, right there, that's when we're sideways. And then they had it on video as they're dragging me into my, like, I drove home, parked my car, and then they had to carry me home.
Shoot yourself up.
Right? None of them took the wheel. I drove home, and I'm the one that had to be carried from the car to the house. Not them. They had to carry me home. And I drove. Yeah, those were fun times. This is why I pay for Stable. Why? For these stories. Oh, what about the first 2 hours of straight value that we had discussing candles? And what we're
He
gonna
didn't
do?
give a fuck about that.
Fuck
When-
that. I just want to hear you sideways on the highway, bro.
So I don't know even what all this trading stuff is. It's come for a comedy.
Oh yeah. For the stories. I got more stories than Walt Disney, so we could keep it going. Right? We could keep it going. One time in band camp.
I was literally about to fucking say that.
Fuck the value. What you smoking on? Actually, my girl took my lighter. I got it back, and it's gone again. So,
I wish I was going to Florida. I'm gonna bring you a package of lighters.
oh. Are you hoarding lighters? Why you got lighters? Why you
Remember-
got
Do you remember in high school and stuff when everybody used to have I used to have like a shoe box with like 100 lighters. If you had the lighter more than like 10 seconds, it was yours. It was like a 10-second rule.
That's great. So you still have those lighters?
Still have them.
Stop. From high
The
school?
bomb waiting to go off under the bed.
Is it even safe after that long?
Yeah, man. As long as you don't keep them in the heat.
Yo, you're laughing. The other day a lighter exploded on me. You know what I did? I lit the J and I put it on the table, and as soon as it touched the table, went
Oh, static electricity. If I was leaking or something.
in I don't know, in a split second. I'm so lucky I let it go, because like as soon as I let it go, it exploded. Like flew. Doof. Yeah, blow my fingers off.
You ever do that thing? You ever do that thing where you hold the gas and you just throw it on the ground and it sparks and it blows up?
No.
He's like,
I used to do the trick with the one you put it in your hand, right? You put the gas in there and then you light it and you go like this and the hand's on.
oh yeah. The flame hand.
Yeah, you can't do that with a Bic. It'll fucking melt plastic, right? But damn, you still got lighters. You know how I was me, if I'm the one lighting the J and I start talking, that's how it is. Like I'll go into a story and that's it. The lighter's mine and the J's gonna be in my hand for like 25 minutes unless somebody catches it. And it's not like I do it on purpose, but it's already like it's a habit. It's built in.
Yeah.
Right? When you hang out with Wicks, you're bound to lose a lighter or two.
I had an old shoebox like taped up when I moved in with my girl years ago, and then once I bought my house, like I buried it again. I just found it like a couple weeks ago. I was like, oh, there's the lighter box. Still buying lighters, and I had a box somewhere full of lighters.
There's my pajamas from 6th grade. I've been looking for these. It's got feet in them. What? I love you.
Onesies.
I love it, man. I've been looking for my Snuggie forever. Alright, we just closed here, huh? We never broke the previous 4-hour high. If we get a top wick come down here, you guys can look for that. Something like this, right? Come down and close below and fill the range. Personally, honestly, I'm probably gonna call it a night, and I'll be back tomorrow after all the breaks, and see if the market is set up or driven through anywhere. If there's clean ranges, we can take advantage of tomorrow evening. You know what? I don't want to guess, but I think there will be. Just if the long weekend's over and we break out of this range, create some ranges in the next 24 hours. Then again, who knows? We might just be at 1942.8 when we start the stream tomorrow evening. Maybe in the same place.
We might do the same thing all over again.
Yeah. Well, if we do, I will fucking be there. You guys know me. Hopefully, I'll see you guys tomorrow as well. If you're not show up for Don's session, you won't be there. Get some sleep, or if that's like the evening or the morning, or it's the middle of the day, enjoy your day. Touch some grass. Enjoy it. Alright, fellas, I think I'm gonna call it here. We're just middle of range doing nada. I'm gonna go smoke a J, put my kids to sleep, and then enjoy tomorrow and sleep in. Right? Well, I can't sleep in. You guys can sleep in. I can't. I got 3 kids. They're gonna be up at like 6, no matter what. right, gang. Home wisdom to you all. I will see you tomorrow.
Nice one.
Peace
See you
out.
later.
Have a good night, fellas.
Notice.
All right, later, guys.
Later.